scrape by as a second place team usually, but like now, it's just with Muloy, dude. It's not even close.
Core for core, these teams have played 5 times, and Liquid have won every single match, whether that's best of 3s or best of 1s. And that would be since August of 2024. So in a year, 5 head-to-heads, all Liquid. Although it seems like as of late, in the most recent months, the momentum has shifted. And you heard Vu's stat. Whatever it was, something about every day on Thursdays after 4 p.m. Naf wins if he has both hands on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Gun round versus gun round, Naf the highest rated player. That's crazy.
We'll have to see if the alignment is there for this one.
For now, it's a bloodbath to the favor of Furia. It feels like at this moment, Furia could be getting their revenge. Again, core versus core by just kicking Liquid in the nuts while they're down on the ground. While somebody's down is the best time to kick them, in fact. Kassad taught me that. Yuri and Yakindar to close out. 4 players strong for Furia. I don't think they feel the pressure of this head-to-head.
No, I think they're going to come at this full force, and Muloy, like in a sea of amazing rookies, Muloy still manages to stand out. He's just like, I don't know. He's going to make some kind of run this year. Like it's going to be legendary. I think we're already seeing like the maps that show us how good he really is. And I think an interesting part about his game is that he actually repeaks quite a lot. But with that, because he's getting away with it, he's creating a lot of open map for his teammates. Like, it's...
We got Glocks here for Liquid. Frag with their name on it.
It's funny because repeaking was like, you know, that's the one thing you never do, right? That's why you bring out the do not peek bat.
Yep.
Okay? If you're peeking in a post plant, you're repeaking.
And then
Muloy is bringing it back into fashion.
Under Fallen's watchful gaze. Fallen, years of opping.
He's like trying
Stop
to bring
the repeaks.
He's trying to bring back like skinny jeans right now, where everyone's got the wide pants going on. Muloy, one of a kind.
Owned. No entry allowed, no impact whatsoever. Nothing out of the Glocks here of Team Liquid. They were willing to take that loss to set them up here for round 3.
Don't want to write Liquid's death notice, but...
Team, how much Muloy should get? Plus 20 for us to be happy, or
25?
Plus 25?
25 for me. It's fine. It's fine for me.
It's like that. It's kind of, he's kind of got like a donk thing going on with just how much you can rely on him to be consistent. But to be fair to the rest of the roster, man, a lot of pieces operating at a high level.
Yeah.
Yakindar's made a real comeback. Fallen's look great on a rifle at this event in particular.
It's just crazy that we're now talking about a Furia. That's right, Furia, where it's not the Kassad Yuri duo that needs to be top 2.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened since they've joined Furia.
Yeah, but they kind of fit in perfectly.
Yep.
Because Kassad kind of like a couple years ago, Rop's role player lurker star. It's hard to call him like sort of a well-rounded star because he's still going to come in late. You know, he might just get exits if a team does nothing in a round. He still requires like a lot of headway from openers. But that's why Yakindar's been pairing up really nicely with his abilities.
What a crazy fusion cuisine we get in 2025. This formula of Furia nobody saw coming. Bounce off the lampshade. Style points. But still standing is Twists back there. You already made sound just now, right? He would have heard that.
Yeah.
Nertz, even though he's low health, he's got an interesting spot, and he will make use of the 19 health left over. Seems like they've seen Yakindar. He thought maybe they had not noticed, but they lock in on him. This is looking like an excellent round for Team Liquid. Perfect squeeze.
Nice.
Down into that B-bomb site. Twist signing up for fights inside of apartments really, I think, gelled everybody else towards his direction, and that's why they get their teeth sunk deep into B.
I love it. That's super solid exec. Here it's about Twist stopping the push with his first kill on Fallen, who has sort of the bonus round MP9 into taking his time, putting pressure. Team paced perfectly, scaled up into the site, no problem. Really didn't even take that much damage. The hemorrhage, the bleeding. Muloy takes one in the head through the top of the wall.
Sitting low health. No off on the field for anybody. Utility and connector both ways. Serato trying to float around here.
Oh, headshot.
Great dink on Twist.
Run for it.
Survives the nade after the fact. And we've got Nerds opening up on Yakindar. So 5v4 for Liquid. Chance for Serato to cut off half of this. Ooh, gets away from him. Naf's gonna pick up the kill. Highest
Naf
rated player in the guns versus guns.
Yeah.
That is a crazy truth nuke. Dropped by Fu.
Found him a bit. Fallen surely can't push through this. No one else here to support. Another successful round here for Liquid. Nice.
Okay.
Great pressure. Great pacing. Great scaling. I had no expectations for Liquid today. I really didn't. It's like, you know, there's no reason to look at this team and say they can't perform. It's not that. Even at the last iteration, I disagree with anyone who didn't look at that composition and think there's a chance. They should have been good, I thought. This version of the lineup, no different for me.
I feel like that's the weird thing about Liquid's struggles over what has now been years.
Yeah.
Is almost all the compositions make sense.
Like, for me, it's just like pretty much the player quality G2 just showed us. Lacking, you know, meeting that potential.
More of an unknown in Ultimate, of course, but we've seen the highs. We've seen the lows. Nerds.
I feel like they're going to be in a complexity position, though. We get to the a close game near the end.
Yeah.
And then we'll see.
Sure. A phase comeback versus Liquid to deny them clone 2024 type situation.
Just right now, we've seen Furia, you know, they collapsed when they got the playoffs in the major, but that was an amazing run already. Other than that, I think they've been good in the close matches.
Yuri and Muloy, though, making quick work of this attack. Liquid really trying to simplify round 5. Thought they could hit that A site with a little bit of pace because the back-to-back rounds felt so good, but that really had little to stand on.
Are we playing Counter-Strike right now? This is, we're just running all these different strats so quickly. It's hard to get a grasp on it. That one's quick out of the A ramp.
Just 3 guys fly out Palace. Is this the Battlefield 6 beta test?
It's a play that can work, absolutely.
God, this game has no recoil.
It's just kind of a surprise to see after the composed, sort of faster-paced defaults that got those splits going in these last couple of rounds.
It was very different, that last one.
Which I guess there's some merit to that, but Furia showed us why.
Why maybe not?
Maybe not, maybe.
Is that a Glock over there? Is that a gun?
If it's, yeah, pointing it at yourself is...
No, I thought that was the bottom of the handle.
Hmm.
Or the grip.
It's not easy to play late night, but it's the same for everyone on the server. So let's do the best we can. Help each other all times.
Bro, we have Muloy, bro.
Muloy for you, it's a normal game, right? Face it.
Fallen's projecting because he's old like us.
Yeah.
Everyone else is totally fine.
He's like,
Fallen's eyelids are falling.
I know it's late, guys.
Yeah.
Fallen's like, I usually get up about 3 hours ago.
I know we're all tired right now.
Ooh.
Nice one, Ultimate.
Boosted over top of smoke. They didn't see that coming. So it looks like we're going to get Liquid going back to a tempo comparable to the first 2 rounds they won. Nerds floating around has no support here, and he got hit by that fire, so they're not going to let their guard down. Muloy can sense you.
That's what Yakindar was talking about. We have Muloy. All right, but in this spot, looking actually pretty solid for Liquid. They, over on Cat, they're kind of they tied up a lot of resources towards B. Not a lot of movement on that side of the map. Yakindar's going to have to play behind smokes if this exec comes in. Oh, unless he gets that spray down. Wow.
Right, that's what he's looking for. That's why he's that much closer. Peeks into the hit just as Liquid come out of that ramp as a pack. Takes 2 of the 3 down, and we go Naf and Ultimate versus 3. Muloy on the flank. Ultimate to plant default. Naf secures ticket. Make sure that swing can't come out. Retake now needed. Kit is on Serato, looking to join up towards CT in a moment.
I wonder if they're really maximizing this position. Like,
Oof. God, Dink there. Ultimate missed the op shot.
Play off each other.
Open the door for the retake. You'd think Molodoy comes at this now as well with the ticket players. He waits a second, letting the SMG go first. And then as it swings, Molodoy arrives on the scene. So solid retake, but really set up by Yakindar. Puts that advantage into Furia's hand. And for them at that point, it's a no-brainer. They take the chance at the retake, and they stick the landing for the 4-2 lead.
That's where I would like to see, and I mean, fair play. This is a very solid way to play this spot for Yakindar. I would like to see a bit more creativity from Liquid in that 2v3 situation. They're playing missiles and triple, and Ultimate has a flash, but they don't use it to scale into CT. That could have allowed Ultimate to take some more open lines towards other positions, or they could have played together, but it feels like communication sort of just dissipated as they played for one peak at a time. And even when Ultimate took contact in CT, Yakindar, he's not on Liquid anymore. Naf doesn't swing off it.
Fallen just emoting.
Yuri almost looks like Device. He's got like similar glasses, a mustache, and the pink headphones as well.
Okay, all right. In that kit department?
Yeah.
I was like, the facial
Yuri
hair, though,
looks like Tom Cruise.
You know, it'd be cool for Furia if they do move forward and qualify for the LAN portion of the event. This is an organization that's invested in having a headquarters here in Malta. So
there you go.
They're already on the island with us. It's just a matter of getting invited to the studio next. Tech pause comes to a close. Tac pause right after. Talk it out. For a moment there, Liquid were looking good in back-to-back rounds.
Yeah, it's brought up on the desk. You know, the idea is flashy. Could be bringing in a lot of stuff from Na'Vi. It would make perfect sense to get Liquid on track. Na'Vi, obviously, perennial threat on Mirage. But their T side is 70% A ramp hits. Liquid's has been a bit more even-handed, a little different. I'd say a bit more personality to it. I kind of liked how fast they went in their splits in these past couple of successful rounds.
Nice shot, Naf. Damn. Couple pops of the P250 upside Yakindar's head. Ultimate legged. Lucky to be alive. Oh, not alive for long. Yuri actually just swoops right in to close in on that. And you got Fallen. That's rifling Fallen, everybody. Yep. Leaning back on bench. He'll give him a bit of space, but Twist steps into that space. Now you've got a bomb to plant. You've got an M4 to grab. And you've got CTs that are still a bit far from this bomb site, but a missed window smoke.
A little awkward. See if they can make the most of it.
They still take a try at it. Yeah, Yuri's going to move in front of Molodoy. Queserado kills Naf first and foremost. That's man advantage, but Queserado got tagged up. Again, Twist on bench with Fallen's rifle. Leaning back for the cat kill. You know that player's low. You want to shave him off, and Yuri hitting the ground from Market. Aupers now the last man standing. Molodoy turns!
What?
He snaps it over onto Twists, picks up with the kit, and the defuse his for the taking.
90 degrees. Like he had a touch screen for that flick. Perfect precision. I mean, look at Yakindar. He's like, see, I told you guys. We have Molodoy. Damn.
Oh, the Deagles thought that they had this one going. Swaps out as this comes through.
Whoa. Oh, he reset his spray. It's just filth.
Yakindar knew. He knew what was coming. A 10-2 Molodoy. And a Furia leading 5-2. Kill towards top mid, easy. Flash is not enough to make him uncomfortable. That round could have been such a boon to the comeback that could be for Liquid's T side. Instead, they go down 3 versus 5 now at a minute 30 to try to figure out.
The 2 rounds Liquid won were great. Then they tried that rush up the A ramp. Since then, haven't been able to pick up another. Nafly will eat this flash and get chased down. Last bullet, no problem, says Yuri. And there's not a single reply here from Liquid on this round.
Between the legs. No pickups yet. Well-timed flash, both fully blind. Those flashbangs both down on ramp.
Incredible.
And on con, and Yakindar, well, keeps a bit cleaner than Yuri, but point is, standing strong. 5 players survived that one, and Liquid's gun round doesn't get anything going.
They can all throw them, it looks like. Yeah, we're definitely entering a new era of play with these lineups. Got to get used to it. Some rosters you see, they feel sort of unfinished, like, well, maybe they'll make one more roster move, but we're talking about Furia has already made a top 8 run fresh. And not just vanished afterwards.
It's also so crazy Furia have pulled this off by going back to being an English-speaking international roster. Because the last time with Junior failed. And this time they really jumped in with both feet, picking up Yakindar at the point of his career that he was in.
And Moldoy is sort of like an ultimate type of find.
Sure.
It's not as if he was some random academy player or whatever, but he had built up a, you know, sort of enough attention for himself, but definitely unproven at this level.
Goes down to the pistol. They do pop out Palace pretty quick. That bomb's got a crossover on Nerds. Yakindar feeling very alone for the moment as the op bullet whizzes by. Ultimate, he's missed 2 shots now. Gets flashed, so that op slowly drying up. He's got 1 bullet left in the magazine, doesn't get anything from it. And so Yuri about to push past that Molotov as well. You've got a player stuck in sandwich. He's next up at the fight, and he survives a bit longer, but great cover offered by Quesarado. The Brazilian rifles combining. And now as Fallen gets tagged up, it's just that 1 Moldoy kill that they end up getting. So even when he goes down, the rest of the team pick up the slack, and we go 7-2 the lead for Furia.
Yeah. I mean, Yakindar says we have Moldoy. They've also got Yakindar. Here he is, 13-4.
I said Brazilian riflers as if Fallen wasn't another one. My bad, I forgot.
Yeah, gotta get used to it.
It's taking some time. Furia basically coming at this as a 4v5. Fallen 2 kills, 2 deaths, just hasn't seen a lot of action. But he's out there, floating around the B site, waiting for another chance as Moldoy just keeps racking up kills, but ramp player survives.
Can't kill Yuri. Down to 1 health.
Shuhei looking to get up connector, but Cat player gets chipped at.
And Quesarado knows there's someone up close.
Yep. Shuhei forced out. Locking horns with Quesarado, tries to take to the stairs, and he'll get his headshot, but Yakindar's gone quiet, hiding under Palace.
They're not mollying.
Getting closer, they're gonna clear it. He turns from it. Ultimate had that 6th sense and was correct. Moldoy still out here on the field. Fallen goes for the long T-spawn flank. They're gonna switch guns because, again, Yuri, that single point of health, not a lot to work with.
It's crazy how they're still entertaining this retake. They've got this full flank in from the new man on the rifle, Fallen. If he does take out Nafly, they can make a case for this. 1 smoke on Moldoy means they could dive this.
Bombs planted the other side of triple. So 2 connector players looking to lock it in. Naf catches you off from the ramp pot. And this will be Liquid's 3rd.
Nice. It won't go up quietly. And again, when Liquid are winning rounds, it's with rifles. It's in these, like, you know, default attacks with connector control. They're trying to do everything fundamentally sound and the hard way. It's not random rushes that are pulling these together. They're just not winning any of the rounds in between.
Good kill here for Shuhei.
That is genuinely a great sign for Liquid. In some sense, you're only seeing them win on sustainable rounds. It's not even pistols, anti-ecos, rushes. It's just like a guy with high IQ, but he can't just find that one job that, you know, to make the money. All potential.
Double op setup though. Fallen tap it back into it.
As soon as Liquid find that vocation, they'll take off running.
Ooh, good spam by Nerds, finds the perfect timing. Liquid looking for a couple more rounds at the end of this half. Three to come up connector. Molodoi peeled off ticket. Pressure falls on Yuri. He gets hit slightly and isn't able to multi-frag. Quesarado could, but he eats the flashbang. So difficult spray down, isn't able to track it. Frag with his name on it, and Naf's gonna end him. And that secondary op on Fallen never really got a chance to get into the action until now, this 1v3.
Yeah, we got a part-time opper right here in a 1-on-3. Don't think Liquid are gonna make another mistake though. Really keeping this game alive now. It's not like anyone's in particular online and just carrying this, but there's a lot of contributors, which is also good to see.
Fallen steps back into Nafly. So that's 4 rounds Liquid, 1 more to play out. Money for Fallen and Co. Obviously fantastic with how lopsided the start of this map was.
I mean, they get 5. That's a fine T side. I have a lot of great things to say about it, honestly. It just feels like Furia are massively in control, but numerically, I feel like Liquid could change that right now. Just a matter of where their mindset's at.
Surely better now than it was when they lost that streak of rounds when Molodoi was just dominating them. Gonna take it back to the B site. You're used to seeing Fallen here, but guess what? Molodoi swap out. Probably not the name that they want to see on arrival.
I mean, they got to a great spot. Nerds, well, Nerds is Nerds underpass?
Yes.
Okay. Full mid control, like if you turn this mini map on its side, the lean for the T side is really strong. Molodoi, one small blunder, and they lose the site.
Still no support.
They're gonna make this a lurk.
Oof, but he's got vision over top of that smoking connector. Yakindar gets a second kill.
Got out of there.
Molodoi is able to get real far back, draws a lot of space between him and the 3 players of Liquid. Good shot from Nafly to keep this one rolling, but it's Quesarado dropping him. Ultimate not given anything to shoot at. Needs to get down here, help with the util, get Nafly's hands on that plant. Waits for the crossover, hits the shot, but Fallen takes it to the legs, and then that Yakindar arrival up catwalk pushes Naf into the clutch. Gives himself a flash, they keep the pressure up, they know where he has to be pinned in. Quesarado takes the chance, and so Furia gonna end on a high note. 8 rounds CT side. There's enough here to stand on for Liquid, and a pistol will certainly help. Well, Liquid, it wasn't totally flat, and I think that's a good thing for them to be able to bank on because times have been quite tough on Team Liquid. Reassuring, of course, that a couple of those rounds are just legitimate rifle attacks with structure and good timings. It's like they look like a real team, believe it or not.
Yeah, I think there was... I remember this Hayes tweet. Like, you remember Hayes from CLG?
I do remember Hayes.
And he just said, like, someone replied, like, oh, this thing, you had so much potential, this is so much, but he's like, I am so sick of hearing that word in my career. I just no longer want to hear potential. And that's sort of where Liquid are at, where we can look at those rounds and go, yeah, those were genuinely good. But they didn't even tie up the half or win it or get close. 4 rounds in total. Now they have a little extra to prove.
Yakindar looking like the best player in the server, though. 17 frags. He's hyping up Muloy so he could sneakily climb that ladder. Twist has been found out to be already outside market. Ooh,
nice.
There we go, gets his. Yakindar drops him, though. Every time it's CT picks up a frag here for Liquid's favor, Yakindar's the guy to trade him. He's also the guy to plant. He will win this pistol alone if he has to. Beretta's at a distance. Double market retake, no kit.
There's got to be a T double swing soon.
They're waiting for it. They've now grouped up on that corner. Here's that swing. Trying to force the issue. It's ultimate down. Beretta start going. Yakindar's got another. And he could have 4 frags in this pistol. He could be up to 20 and 6. And he will be.
Nasty.
Quad kill from Yakindar. Trades his entire team to that bomb site. Plants and closes.
Oh, the hard angle on the last kill too, man. That's Yakindar back. A really good try here at Twist. I think he got 2, right, on this hold.
Twist just the 1, I believe.
Oh. Four out of 5. That gives Furia 9 rounds.
5-7 up close, but didn't expect Yuri to be so far in. Now, if Shuhei had a 5-7, you could maybe believe. USP, though, eating flashes. He's going to get a couple dinks in. He'll find a second. Yakindar falling on the recovery, though. As Twist, oh no,
not bad.
Through smoke. Unbelievable damage with USPs.
Reroute, but the T's just have to protect the guns.
Muloy here to close out. And he'll do it swiftly. Insta headshot onto Naf, double digits secured for Furia. Way too much for USPs to be picking up. But hey.
That was kind of best case, best case Ontario for those USPs. So put the bullets in the right spots. But was there a real chance in the round? I don't know. That's about as good as it gets, it looks like. 4, 5, 6,
7, 8,
9.
9
Nafly. Top fragging.
Naf frags.
Canada is down bad right now.
Oh, yeah.
Used to brag about always being in the top 20.
Oh, it used to be so smug. Especially, I'd remind them. Yeah, Twist is always performing better than Elige. Canada better than USA.
I mean, year's not over.
True. She's got a lot of...
Hey, as Hunden famously once said, the comeback is greater than the setback. That's a guy I want to take inspiration from.
I don't.
Oh, what is this tricky? One fast step, goes underneath the scope. Flash is perfect.
Nice. For a second, it looked like it was going to get away.
3 CTs in mid. They have a free B site.
Right there.
And it looks like A because Yuri's up in Palace.
Uh-huh.
Class is in session.
Bomb planted, though. Now they're going to know. Naf will absolutely have the drop-off. No way. How? Did he not hear him? I thought Yuri was making sound.
I don't think so.
Oh, excuse me. I thought that was a shoe-in for Naf because the way he climbed up, I'm like, all right, perfect. Waited out 5 seconds. 4v2 retake. Let's go. Now, no apartments control for Liquid. They got to play it double cat. They know Yuri's added himself to the bomb site. They're waiting for him to show skin in those windows.
Who's going to peek that window, though?
Nobody.
Why?
Why
two
would he?
players in the site.
Exactly. Already banked in. So Furia with the right pieces in the right place to make use of that kill inside of Connector, that fake that Yuri's selling over on A, and all those bodies in middle for Team Liquid come back to haunt them.
You know, for a while, Brazilian CS was just like so boring. I think Yanko pointed that out, and it's just true. You went down the list of teams, the calling was getting progressively slower. Everything was atrophying. You saw like the region in general, the confidence just wasn't there anymore to play faster. CS2 welcomes it. Now we have teams like Legacy that have proven the playstyle of aggressive play together can work again. And Furia are keeping up to that pace. And they've even, you know, they're showing a very tactical style as well. That round is kind of like older Furia with a 2x speed, and it's looking just as sort of efficient and has all the utility and pieces in place. They had K-Serrado get up into Connector with that flash to get the kill. Yuri selling a fake on A. This 3-walk B, how are you supposed to read all of this?
No, you can't.
It's way too difficult. That was such an excellently called round.
Some really sweet layering going on in this Furia squad. And everybody just seems to complement one another so well. Who knew that to get Brazilian aggression back, you had to go fishing for Yakindar.
Yakindar, 21-7 versus Liquid.
In his first map versus Liquid since he left.
You know he's happy about that.
And he's going to say...
I'm sure he's going to be humble about it,
it's
but...
nothing personal.
Oh.
But in the back of your mind...
Yeah, it's really closer to the front for me.
We know. We know. Because I'd be a smug. I'd be real smug.
You wouldn't want to see me winning.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah.
I'd let him know. I'd call him after the game.
I mean, I was extremely critical of Yakindar individually, and it's his aim from before as well.
Sure,
He just wasn't
100%.
comfortable. But he proves that the different environment can definitely mean a lot. Also, he had to shake the shackles of IGLing, and
all that weird
he had a
stuff.
hand in some of those decisions too. It's not as if he is totally free from critique.
But I'm sure he'd take responsibility for those decisions and call them the wrong decisions in hindsight.
Yeah.
Back to where he does his best work, though, clearly. It's a T side that's run out of utility, but it's one that's just going to run rampant through this B site. Nertz unable to do more than just the one as his two other teammates fall empty-handed, and a 12th round is guaranteed here for Furia. Liquid will tuck their tails and walk away.
They're getting trashed, man. I mean, I'll say it again. Every single round Liquid won was really good.
All 4 of them.
Yeah. But they didn't set up any ecos. They didn't win either pistol. Genuinely, you win 4 rifles like that, even if you don't have some of the easier other rounds, if you get at least a pistol, you've got a healthy scoreline. I mean, 1 pistol in conversions in this series, and they still have a chance to make this happen. So 4 solid full buy wins, that sometimes wins you an entire map.
We had a couple of listen-ins at the start of the series. Yakindar just couldn't stop singing Molodoy's praise. Smoke and mirrors, though. Real star of the show in this first map is indeed Yakindar. Molodoy not far off. He's had his impactful moments, but Yakindar's just up there. And there's no reason to believe it's going to stop. Silver lining, Liquid could end on a ground with guns. You don't have to limp through the finish line. I'm gonna try to remain active. There's nothing to lose. So no reason to shell up. Yakindar finds space, bottom middle. We get this quick rock back from Furia towards that T-spawn. 4 players outside of it. Ready to split, and Liquid have put themselves in the right position. There's not going to be any reason for them to be drawn back over towards B. Nav's got the deep angle. Liquid can sit here and hold them back. Ultimate in between positions, though. If he's not careful, he's going to be caught unprepared. Yeah. Moving forward and backwards instead of being scoped in on the ramp. Molodoi comes right into the challenge and wins it. It's going to need to be 4v5. You've got Shuhei on default. Fire at his feet, though. Furia moving forward. And it is quick kills coming out for the Furia camp. Fallen with a couple more for the road. Gets a multi-frag. And Naf late to the scene, pushing through that B apartments. See how close he can get to the A site before pulling the trigger here.
At least this.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels real good, doesn't it? A knife on the back of Yakindar as he goes 22 and 8 in his first map versus his ex-teammates. Yakindar eating good, and Furia putting a lot of distance between them and Team Liquid.
Maybe no hard feelings, but some damn hard shooting coming out from Yakindar against his old team. Utter domination. Liquid evaporate on Mirage.
Rounds that Liquid won that last map were great, so they got outclassed systematically throughout that map. But I think we're going to see some good moments from Liquid, and I absolutely loved Vu's analysis. I think it's so spot on. It's important people listen to it like really closely, because what he's saying was Liquid had no chance of winning before. It just looked like Twist was the only one doing his part. Now that his performance actually come down, he's not playing badly, but the team is now trying to rebuild in the correct way, clearly. And I am seeing that progress, but it's not consistent.
Yakindar, one and done quick. Ultimate hits the ground. Shuhei from the box peeled back. And so the trade train favors Furia on this one. Bomb plant outer yard for the start of map 2. That game versus Ecstatic was crazy in the sense that the NiP Amcal spirit lived on. Harry and Hugo,
Yeah.
they haven't recovered. Their brain cells are still burned. But this retake's underway.
The Canadian duo, 2 out of 3 frags.
No
Warner
kit for
cap.
this. Fallen, not gonna bite on that first tap, huh? Second one though, he knows he has to do something eventually. Lets the first 5 seconds go. Oh, no, Fallen got him off. He finally kills him in the end. Just a perfect reposition into E-Box with that sliver.
Yeah, it's perfect where he stops. That was cheeky, man. Oh, couldn't have been played better.
Naf tries to body block it, but he gets it over the line.
Just needed to get the kill. But it was I mean, he didn't swing right away. It's a 10-second stick. It's, you know, it's the correct ingredients to make a play like this happen. Naf starts to doubt himself as to where Fallen could be. And finding E-Box that right there is just beautiful.
Yeah, I love that he doesn't stop to shoot on the journey to the E-Box, gets himself into the right position.
Yeah.
It's either Twist is coming off that defuse. You guarantee yourself the cover with the E-Box, so really cool post plant there for Fallen. Locks it in the off chance that the 2 players that did die, died. And so no force buy out of Liquid here. Chance for Furia to leave a mark on them early on the T side.
CS2's been in a very exciting place. I would love for Liquid to be a part of that sort of reason. You know, I think a lot of teams are just like, wow, how's it gonna go, and how many deep runs can they make? We're seeing so many sort of amazing results happen, and it just feels like Liquid are this close.
You know, I think when I saw a content piece where Monacy was asked CSGO or CS2, and he answered CS2. And his reasoning was more opportunities.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, that is so true. There's just new opportunity when they didn't have it in the past, and they're adapting to the game so well. And for Liquid, I wonder what the answer is, because CS2 hasn't been kind to them. So, not glowing in the best of ways.
You know, everyone playing well, and why would you make a change, you know? Ultimate is the most rookie of the lineup, and if anything, when things haven't been doing well, he's actually been one of the main reasons they can succeed in some rounds. Ertz is solid, right? Solid signing.
But another player on the Liquid list of signings that joins the team and struggles.
Yeah.
Struggles unlike anything we'd seen in the past. Yakindar, Cadian, Nerds.
Shuey. Yeah, that's why they do need to do that total rebuild, you know, mentally, structurally, and really look at themselves and say, we have the pieces. There has to be something within.
There has to be a way.
Yeah.
There has to be a way for these 5 players to find significantly more success than they are. Because Vu also said it. They have no business losing, no offense, to teams like Virtus Pro Academy.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Like that's an, you know, that one's got to hit harder than all the others.
yeah, that sucks. And I mean, to be fair, some of these academy teams are super strong, but
Mistake here for Furia. Bomb. Okay. Muloy will go get it. Never mind.
it's a lot of footsteps. Twist in a good spot, though.
Yeah. Knows there's a second one coming, but won't be able to get the better of Fallen.
Oh, avoid that up. Ultimate can't get a shot.
He's getting...
Is he getting... Did he get spotted?
I don't know. There was bullets coming at him, but it might have just been because of the smoke. Fallen swings into him. We've got man advantage here for Liquid while Bomb is planted B. Got utility for the retake.
Moldo's got a smoke to connect here. This does make it a little... Uh-oh.
Getting awkward. Yuri, not what he was looking to do. Muloy, 1v3 clutch attempt. Shuhei perched up. Survives that first fight. Takes a ton of damage off Muloy.
Ow.
19 health, he's getting flanked. Nerds is going to find him, and Liquid get a round win early. Gun round makes a difference.
Crazy swarm on that B site through the back of CT. But Twist kept his wits about him. So did Ultimate. They didn't second guess the situation. They got what they were looking for. Sites that are easily taken are easily retakeable.
Low funds for Furia immediately as well. CT-sided era of CS2 is being ushered in. Overpass, Train,
Yeah.
M4 buffs.
The train is now the poster child, right? Like that T pistol that was just won by Furia could literally be the difference. So Liquid know they need to get back on track quickly.
In order to get back on track, you have to make sure you don't make mistakes and lose to these sorts of half-buys. Round like this has got to be a guarantee, but we get this Twists and Ultimate duo inside B site. Shuhei taking a look from Pop Dog. Smoke outside of T-Con that could serve up a threat, a path for one of the Furia players to walk through. Twist hanging on to Thomas, gets flashed. He'll pop up, find Quesarado. Burned and flashed though. Kills continue to trickle through for Liquid, and that is excellent. Bomb dropped in the ramp. Make sure that they can't get any extra money. And looking like majority alive here as Yakindar wasn't a part of that action.
But Twist a proper star player. This is obviously, as we've seen, a role change that he's made to play inner. But like based on his aiming style and the kind of guy we see as Twist, I think it kind of makes perfect sense, right? Like I think he could be very solid at this. I think it would naturally be either him or someone like Naf. I guess him or Nerds or Naf. But I think Nerds does really well when he can like rotate freely.
Yeah.
He's just really crafty.
Yeah. Which is I think Ivy's perfect for him.
Hmm.
You peel that player back most often. No panic here for Twists. Yeah.
Get that on the ladder, right?
No.
He
There's
just
like
had
a
stood up. Yeah.
there's a
Okay.
ledge. The old Thomas shove. Solo AK here for Yakindar. Looking to pillage around, he has no business winning. Molodoi trying to be tricky. False step. I don't think Liquid fall for something so little. Gonna have to put a little more effort behind it. They group up 4 over towards Ivy's side. This is gonna be Naf with his hands full.
It's dead silent. One spotted pushing.
Naf locked into this corner. They're gonna clear him. Fallen's gonna figure out he's here. Not a free exit whatsoever. AK a little bit late to the party. Yakindar dying in the process of all those players trying to move past, so Naf gets a confidence building exercise here in round 5.
It's exercise.
And the Muloy catches Twist upside the head.
Of course,
so
he's just got to get his, you know.
chance for Naf to get a 4th on the round. Leans out, grabs the AK. Hang on now. No, sir. Nerds has had enough. So Liquid in a lead, folks. But we know the CT side has to be very present because the T side is where the challenge lies.
Yeah. Anyways, great signs. It kept hold on a really crazy split through Ivy. I think on these ecos as well, like there's just almost no sense going fast when you have like one gun and very low utility. Like you're waiting for longer only benefits you the longer the round goes on. The CTs aren't going and getting tons of map control and flanking everything. You're just gonna get stronger, so.
Already out. Here we go, back into a gun round. It's got limitations, but they try to slam themselves into the outer yard, and it's Liquid to step up to the challenge. Naf finds a lineup through smoke on timing, and so many bodies here for Liquid early. This is not the defense that Furia were looking to challenge. Slippery moves from Nerds. Liquid looking strong on the defense. They need to make this as damn near flawless as they can.
Every round Liquid have won has been great.
Across the series.
Across the series now, yeah.
For the record, 8 CT rounds versus Ecstatic after giving up the pistol.
He's just got to be made whole every round. Molodoy's just got to get his.
Keeping up that 1.0 KPR. That's kills per round. 30 seconds to finish this. Ooh, for a second, I thought he'd get the freebie on Nerds, but no, sir. 4-2 Team Liquid.
For my whole career, I've called Fallen the King of Train. Those days with SK and Luminosity, I think he's very much invented the map, the way that everyone plays it, pretty much to this day, whether it's FNX off the E-box or, you know, his opping and everything. Just even early Furia really emulated a lot of the lines that he would take and the off angles and the way that he could push. It's a place that he's incredibly comfortable on. Was stoked to see it come back.
I call him the King of Train because he bought an op every single round when he try-harded the IEM Rio Major show match. Don't come between Fallen and a win on Train. He'll kill you for it.
Back when he used to be an opper.
Back in the day. Again, bit of harassment outside with that smoke. Nerds never really knows if somebody tricks them through it. And we get that additional volley over top. This is all just K-Serrato chucking out util. Fallen, the only player who's really going to take a sniff at the site. Stomps his way forward, tries to get through Z. It's actually Yuri right behind him, and the Opera's not ready. Whoa, and he turns it around! He's got a teammate to deal with that frag, but Fallen gets both, and Yakindar hits the 1D. What a sick setup!
Incredible call. What a strat, man.
Even cooler execution.
It's the King of Train, baby. You just don't see novel strats like that anymore. Like, so many pieces in place.
Wow.
Such effective use of that utility. Look how confused a top-tier team was every single step of the way. They just QB snuck a player from ladder into Z, got every kill. One gift at the end. That was optional. They could have ended this round with 5 alive.
We said that Liquid couldn't afford to lose to rounds exactly like these.
That was a masterpiece.
Train is so back. The fact he snapped Shuhei out of it.
Yeah.
That deeks from that distance.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's ultimate tilt. I mean, they just stood no chance. They lost to pistols. There was a ton of layers in this that had nothing to do with gunfights. I mean, nothing is going to hurt worse than that. That's
What a sick
filthy.
strat.
That's squeezing water from stone right there.
You know, and if they try that and it only goes correctly halfway,
Yeah.
we still give them praise because it was
yeah.
an awesome attempt. But that was the plan and a perfect execution.
That was the dry run of your dreams. That's when you're in shadowboxing in your mind and you're like theory striking and coming up with that play.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it goes perfectly. And they made it happen. They made them look like bots on the other side of that. That was pretty amazing. Gets the buy on board. Look how much money they have left over.
Ooh, that could be the kickstart.
Let's see if Liquid are a little dizzy off that round and vulnerable.
I mean, I'm sure they're feeling exposed. Ultimate burned down to a quarter as well, so you get your value out of the utility damage. There's been a lot of presence for Liquid on the outer yard at the start of rounds, and this one no different. That was sick. I already know Fallen's going to be in bed tonight thinking about that and grinning ear to ear.
Playing his guitar. But only if they win.
Ultimate back to the post that he was gunned down in 1 round ago.
They're going to cut off Ultimate's vision. I think it's just coming back to watch this with Twist. It's relatively passive. Again, CDs can stay alive. Again, the site is very retakeable, but Yakindar puts one between the eyes of Ultimate.
Damn, finishes him off fast.
They know Twist is going to be back here somewhere.
Naf can't really help out, can't step out.
The faster they plant, the more time will just bleed off the clock, and then the retake comes in.
Oh, they do let their guard down. That's
Nice.
huge for Twist. Just as they tried to clear the corner up above Oil, he makes his move. Fallen in the open. You've got a low Nerds from over on that A site. They want to deal with Twist. Naf dead. Twist follows suit, and the low HP here of Nerds, but you've got Shuhei on bomb, and he gets off, but he gets his kill right back to it, and it's going to be K-Serrato down from ramp now, and the headshot comes through.
So sharp there from K-Serrato. Nice try from Shuhei. It's a fast-paced situation. Twist does the absolute best that you can do in that spot. Your teammate dies in the site, and based on the setup, you know where the supporting rifler is going to be. Not up top this time on Cloud, this time playing from beneath, and managing to grab 2 means this round is definitely still alive. But my goodness, what a kill from Yakindar. And of course, you've got the safe hands of K-Serrato coming at the end. You got a system like Furia, you're going to base it around that every single time. And they did it. They've gone from the half-buy win to the full rifle, and it's a question as to what Liquid can invest now. Furia in 2025 looking so industrious and innovative.
So welcome sign for a team that was once a constant top 8 at majors. A string of top 8s coming out of the COVID era. Once we got back to majors and LAN, that had fizzled out after Rio, and we never really knew if it was coming back. And we really didn't think he'd come back off the back of a Muloy Yakindar edition. But there are prices to pay, because there are still guns to play. Ultimate freed up from the shackles of the B site, and we haven't really seen all this much emphasis over on Ivy, but this round is different for Furia, and it costs them a lot. Serato down to half, Fallen trying to take a test towards Ivy, pops open smoke, finds nobody on the other end just yet.
Yeah, no, that was great. They had no idea Ultimate would start Ivy. It's nice to see him have a different place to go for a pick. He had every right to go for that repeat too. I don't think this is a poor moment for Furia, just a good moment for Liquid.
Sure, off the tack pause.
Yeah.
Off the tack pause and a reposition from Ultimate. But Serato still has something to say. Could just be the op save.
Yeah.
Should just be the op save. Yes, they've kickstarted the economy with that half buy God strat Fallen pulled out.
They need to hold. Can never tell what Serato's thinking, man.
He has effectively gotten away from Nerds.
Yeah. Just they're not going back in for that op.
Ooh, you want it? Come get it. Molotov in front of Nav means he's good. He could probably scoop up the op if they want it.
Yeah, he just didn't want it. As Fallen or not Fallen.
Oh, there was
Muloy.
another one. There was another one in front.
Just a better skin.
But then he grabbed, no, there was an op under that second AK he switched to. I don't know.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, like better skin or what?
I don't know.
That wouldn't work better? It's the one that got the kills, I guess.
That's true. Like you said, you never know what he's thinking.
You never know what this man is thinking.
Don't know what he's thinking.
That's why he's so good at lurking.
But no op on the round for Muloy. Tech 9 for Fallen. Already out A though, good flashes. And that's just Yuri, the only player thrown at the outer yard. They are gonna hit this. Twist puts his smoke down on ramp though. That could make them more timid.
Yeah.
Should.
No, it's a heads up play here. Very smart. They don't fall for it.
Ooh, and now he's between their smokes.
It gets dangerous though. Once that smoke comes up, you can't just be exposed to the top of the ramp, so.
Still a healthy amount of grenades here for Furia, and the entire team collected up in the halls, so unless the defenders hold strong. Ooh.
They've got 3 mollies coming in on this exec. Yes, Fallen's here on a Tech 9 only. But between Ultimate and Twist, they've got to put up something decent.
Ultimate's incendiary goes down. Twist doesn't have util to stop the ramp, but a nice back angle and a second frag. Oh, Twist taps away for the third. It's a Muloy 1v2 left over. Seed player wastes no time. Good slide out and an excellent hold here from Twist.
Yeah, he's delivering, man. He's shining here. This is excellent for him, especially considering it's the one place you see him playing a small site for once, and it's a standout job. It's also, again, I'll say this, when you're playing a small site by yourself, you play different spots, and you can be more selfish, and you're less complimentary to your teammate. But when your teammate dies without a kill, like, your spot is usually half as good as the one you'd pick for yourself. It's going to be a bit more obvious exactly where you're shooting from, and Twist's done a great job of finding new ways to play this B site where they just can't find him, and he's getting multis. Oftentimes, you lose half your duo right away, no kill. You go into trying to get 1 kill and waiting for your teammates to rotate in for a retake. But not with Twist.
Doing enough here is Team Liquid. Assuming they don't let Furia tie up this half. And with the buy we're looking at right now, odds are certainly against them. Just don't let this get weird. Like a Glock wallbang from there.
Yeah, that's just wild.
cut off the Ivy player, put a smoke down in front of the 2 from Pop Dog. Oof, they still walk out. Shu ain't caught off by that one. Oh man, throwing caution to the wind.
He's so annoying, man.
Imagine Nerds dies.
His shoulder peaks.
As Nerds taps his way into T-Con. And this one's all wrapped up with 5 players alive. So Team Liquid stabilizing as this half has gone on. Yes, they took that hit upside the head with Fallen's mastermind.
Yeah.
But other than that, capable looking CT side. It's just the remaining question as to whether Furia will be that much better on their map pick. Teasing Nerds. And a full gun round here for Furia to try to get 5 on a T side.
That was Tarek versus Swag for Gen Alpha.
Liquid were only able to get 4 rounds versus Ecstatic's CT side. We expect Furia to bring something even better than that to the table.
I think for me, one more round here for Furia's success. And for Liquid getting 8, it's success. But I really do think that this single round actually has a massive impact. Kind of no matter who grabs the pistol. Oh, that's a good start for Shuey. Good start for Liquid.
Good initiative to make a move like that. You clear out so much of the map with that frag as well. So Yuri, not having a good go of it on this T side, ends up 5 and 11. You know, there is no total carry coming through on this very difficult half of the map pool. But where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm certain Fallen has an idea. First and foremost, come back, take control of outside of B site, try to figure out if Nerds is stuck around. You've got very little time to do this though, so it might force you to still wind up executing down on B. And while Nerds doesn't pull the trigger, that's fine. Everybody knows exactly what's going on, or is it fine? You'd think he'd have to come up with a kill, and the bomb plant could be exposed to him. No, they play the off chance, and now he's revealed his position. He goes down with nothing, and Fallen up close on Z closes again. Furia with 2 rounds they're not supposed to win, put Liquid on notice.
Who are you guys picking as our first matchup? Choice of round 2.
So for the round 2, G2 Esports is gonna go for our friends and recent IM Cologne champions. We're picking Team Spirit.
Wow. Yo. Finally someone does something like this. Thank you, Petsa. Thank you.
And we are going to pick Aurora.
Oh, going in for Aurora. Feeling like Zantares might be coming in a little rusty here? Is that the thinking?
Nah, I think like we got a taste of Dunk at Cologne and we don't want to do that again. So like the ballsy moves, it's not in our category right now, especially with a stand-in.
Which way are we going with this, Finn?
Yeah, we're gonna choose FaZe.
Okay, FaZe coming through. What is it about this FaZe team that makes you want to play them?
It's not really easy to choose, but I think that we have some good chances to go in the match with FaZe.
Who are you playing in round 2?
We're picking Na'Vi.
Na'Vi, okay. A resurgent Na'Vi here. Makaze looking good. Do you think you're gonna humble Makaze, show him that there's more to playing at the top level?
Hopefully we can show Makaze that there's still some road to go.
So Big Uzera, who are you picking for round 2?
We are picking the revenge, so we pick the Mongols.
The Mongols, okay. All right, here we go. Getting interesting with it. Do you think you've got the game plan now to topple the Mongols?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm not sure about it, but I just can answer that after the match, right?
Who is Team Liquid taking on?
We are going to pick Furia. We're gonna go with the obvious, sorry guys. It's gonna be a great matchup for us, in my opinion. I think we have a good chance to surprise them.
Pick. Who is Bait playing?
We're playing mouse sports.
Okay, all right. Not venturing straight to Vitality camp, but a Mouse that is surging.
I think they're a pretty good team, and as I said, it's a win-win to play against the tier S team right now. So especially at the start of the season, especially online. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it will be good.
And to hear from Legacy, we've got Lux on the line. You're taking on Vitality. You ended their streak in Austin. You gonna do it to them again?
Yeah, we hope so. I think it's a match that everybody was waiting for. And yeah, we're pretty confident.
But we do have our matchups now. The top 16 going toe-to-toe here. 8 matchups. 8 eliminations on the line because only 8 of these teams can make it to next week, can make it to the next stage of the BLAST.
Oh boy. Launders painted a picture where that last round of the first half truly mattered.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Felt like Liquid had it in the bag with this deep position out of Nerds, but the opposite train plant just in case.
I'm saying this a little early and with conviction, and people have mentioned that it's like, you know, it's a CT-sided meta, but I think mentally we need to go back for this season to 2015 unless substantial changes happen to improve the T-sides, where certain maps like Train and Overpass are going to be staunchly CT favored to the point that the difference between 4 and 5 rounds is like a 30 to 40% chance of victory in difference. And that's just the way it's going to be. It's going to create exciting finishes. It's also going to stress pistol rounds more than they should be. And that was one of the main problems with that. But that's the way it's going to be. And it's also MR12. So things can get very hairy. You've got to be very careful about each and every attempt. But when I see a T round 1 like that, you better believe that's actually so hard to do right now. It's hard to do. That eco round they pulled off was hard to do. And they won the pistol. They've had, I would say, a overly successful T-side. I mean, just slightly above par. They had a birdie.
A birdie?
They had a birdie.
Is it a canary in the coal mine? Is Team Liquid going to flop another one?
They're putting for the apron. They only need, and they can 2-putt it.
What the hell's Unk talking about?
Holy shit, bro. Had too many coffees. I'm fucking freaking out.
It's okay, dude. A little bit of spiking never hurt anyone.
I love how he says that while sounding half asleep. I'm done. Dude, I am freaking out right now. I love Nav.
That is so funny. You could never cut this, man. No.
Guys, I'm tweaking. Love you, Keith.
Oh, that's up there with Bilal for me.
Sure.
That's up there.
Oh, a pistol for Furia could spell disaster here for Liquid. That 2-round lead would disappear before our very eyes. So keep your eyes peeled open.
Oh, I can't even focus. Freaking out right now.
Maybe you should have a few coffees. You got 2 players Gush, though.
Nothing will wake you up like a shot to the head, though.
Liquid haven't made massive progress to the bomb sites, but they have gotten 2 players wounded. It's not going to stop Yakindar from getting at least 1. And now here comes Yuri from inside Z. T-side pistol win on a 7-5 lead. Ooh, the good it could do. Quesarado, he's gone unnoticed. He'll catch Twist, but a good trade back from Ultimate, and that damage done early to Muloy won't stop him either. Both players that were gushed still come up with kills.
Let's see if the caffeine will kick in, Keith.
Naf's holding off in Ivy. Will they ever think about this position? They're starting the retake. They don't have a kit. We saw a kit, or a lack thereof, win the pistol for Fallen. Ooh, now both players low. He gets the frag to Muloy, and he's going to wrap this one around. Nafly trying to tie Twist at the top of the charts, and he'll do it. 13 kills to his name. Hands shaking, eyes spazzing, and still locked in.
What up now, Swedes? Dude, I don't want to make it a regular thing, but I'll just say right now, the coffee's working. As long as he's not hallucinating.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Get him the IV drip.
I mean, we could get him the finest stuff, right?
Sure.
You know, Colombian beans.
We're not far from Italy. Twist catch and fallen as they try to just take over the halls. These dinky little USPs aren't going to do too much. Got to remember that, of course, Furia also won the T-side pistol and converted the follow-up. So ignore the round count at the top of the screen and remember that we're still just par for the course. Very clean conversion, exactly what they were looking for here.
It's a lead.
But the guns come next.
Yeah, it's a 4-round lead, but the guns come next. And, you know, guy on your screen right here, man, I think what we need to see is Liquid playing up to par is good Team CS. We saw them put good rounds together. But what Fallen did, he took it to a PhD level for a second there on that T side. Liquid, do they have calls like that right now? Are they going to be able to match up and go to that next level, that umpteenth level?
I feel like because they're supposed to be building the foundation first.
Yeah, it might be hard.
Odds are no.
So.
But we'll find out.
Yeah, we have seen good T-side coordination. I'm seeing the chemistry in their defaults.
I'll say this, we didn't see it versus Ecstatic.
Right. You know what, though? That match, I say, is worth 10 scrims. Going that deep into an overtime.
Sure.
For the pressure, for the things you learn on the way, all the mistakes that were made within that, I think that benefits you so much more greatly than, honestly, a few days of scrimming a map. Like, getting that of practice in an official is huge. But, I mean, the proof will be in the pudding if they can make it translate to a better day now. And there's always considering that Furia are also just a much better, stronger threat on this map.
And flirting with death here, Fallen, taking another jiggle into Pop Dog. Yuri posted on ladder, covered by Muloy at the depths of that B site. Yuri's gonna get out of here now. Doesn't like that close presence. Those flashes, a bit too indicative of Liquid being nearby. But Queserado's still also on that inner yard. Nerts through the smoke, just clips Yakindar. And Fallen is gonna be in a tough spot now. Covered by Queserado, gets the one. And then Ultimate's able to snap his AK into Fallen's head. Full-blown exec follows suit. 4v2 looks good for Liquid's double digits.
Yeah, they're talking. They used a whole portion of the round. They put everything into place. They knew coming into this T-side train's not going to be easy, but look at their coordination. It's beautiful. It's a great find from Nerts. That helps out a lot. But when it comes to the details, they're looking detail-oriented. Liquid looking to keep this one dignified. I think Naf's heart rate is pushing like 65 right now.
At most.
Le panic attack.
Furia aren't in a horrible position, though. Limitation, sure, especially Fallen. But it's not some chump buy. Close approach already, though. Oh, they're going to try to run through this. They're going to try to chase. Nertz ends up finding an opening kill on Yakindar again. Quesarado burning, has to put out the flames, but he's got no real hope. Muloy doesn't have anything to shoot at. Nertz takes to the top of the train to blast him out of it. Shuhei hits the headshot through the smoke.
Oh, they're cooking.
And Team Liquid just destroy this outer yard.
Wow. And it needed to be a tempo change. It's perfect versus the low buy here. And showing confidence at the same time. Nice round for Team Liquid. A much better map here on Train.
This could wind up being the most lopsided loss that Furia has experienced on Train to date. It's currently a 13-7 versus Falcons at Cologne. Same team that pushed Maus into overtime, but this would be a 3-map losing streak on Train, despite Furia's clear affinity for it. Again, there's enough of an economy to buy out, but it's just more limitations than the last round. Muloy has to forego all utility. Fallen no longer the only one with an MP9, but they are going to get aggressive. They're going to try to shove their way through that T-Con, at least putting Nertz down with one, but he has got the opening kill on Yakindar for 3 consecutive rounds, and a fast B-hit ramp cannot be held by a FAMAS. Liquid take
save.
A bunch of damage, but Furia have to tuck tail.
Yeah, they don't know about all these health bars. They just know about their own money. That's 12 rounds won for Liquid. Simple as. It's a fast call inner. They had one holding for a push. They were going to throw maybe a couple of flashes, a smoke to obfuscate the vision outside, and put in basically a distilled version of that longer fake that Furia was using in their T side, with Quesarado coming in late. But the one kill, that's the only one they'll find. This is refreshing to see for Liquid. Maybe it's finally starting to come together.
Certainly better late than never. Just coming off of the back of a map where clearly Yakindar had something to prove. Mirage was a stomp, and his playground, him and Muloy feasting on Liquid. Not this time. A CT side that has seemingly done enough, even in the face of 2 exceptional rounds out of Furia.
Yeah, and this is where we're reminded again of Mirage. The rounds that they won, 4 full buys, no egos, no conversions, no rushes. It was better than it looked.
I'm glad you put your stamp of approval on those 4 rounds, because numerically you felt it like it was a total stomp, but they tap back into the potential of it all. Now Muloy's feeling the pressure of the Ivy wraparound, already CT spawn compromised, but he'll hold back Shuhei. Game not done just yet. 5v4 to Furia. And honestly, the best CT buy that they have had. No measly MP9s.
They're kind of having their cake and eat it too, with Twist having, you know, one of those maps like pre-break, as well as the team also playing better.
Yeah, I mean, Naf is up there. Nertz is up there. Yeah. Nertz on this T side, opening kill 3 rounds consecutive. What more could you ask?
Yeah.
Muloy sick of waiting around.
So nice from Muloy so far.
Makes a move and has a teammate to tether with, so M4 is clearly making a difference. Offshot comes out from ultimate, but 4 stand tall for Furia. The first gun round where all 5 players have M4s, and Furia put up some resistance.
Yeah, they're feeling the heat though. Because at this point in the game, I mean, depending on how this ends up, they're kind of even in terms of who's just stomping. It felt like it was Furia telling the story the whole time.
Guys, I want you to be more together. Come, you were full alone. There was 0 potential for trade. You need to be more careful.
I was distracted.
Story of my life.
All them coffees.
Why aren't you a genius? I was distracted. I've been playing Counter-Strike, sorry.
Oh, Nertz, he's gonna walk into this op shot. Oh, but it's a missed op shot.
Uh-oh.
It's a missed op shot on map point.
I mean, golden opportunity.
No!
Oh. Fallen tries the same thing.
That's 2 oppers fly swatted.
I'll show you how to do it, kid. Instead, Quesarado in a world of hurt soon because you've got everybody flooding out from that pop dog. Can he truly recover this with 2 op attempts going down with nothing? Yuri's got an angle here from Z. Fire's gonna take it away from him. He commits to the duel and takes down Naf.
Oh, 89.
11 health is enough for him to get off of this. Oh, now finally Nertz is dead. So indeed, this is man advantage established after having to deal with a 3v5.
Yeah, Nertz, Nertz
Here comes
really...
Yakindar.
Oh, pushing inner. This is the way. They've
Fallen
actually
showed them.
They've skipped this whole problem. Forced a bad rotation. But they're worried about the plant. They don't believe the push has happened. Yakindar's walking back down the ramp.
Gives him enough time to get back on scene. Bomb
Going up
plant.
top is interesting.
Opposite side, ramp player comes down. Shuhei hits the headshot. Twist will do the same. Serato, the reason that there was anything to stand on, 2 kills on the opposite site, has to close out to the clutch. It's got the kit to do it. And we get this big Shuhei wrap around towards the top of ramp. But Bomb is on this side of the train. He's going to scramble these Ts. Oh, he's going to cause a little bit of panic once he taps that bomb, no doubt. Twist on the other side of Thomas. Flash gives away his position. He elicits the reaction. Here comes Shuhei, and there goes Twists. Team Liquid with a rebuttal. Team Liquid with a strong showing on a map they couldn't put Ecstatic away on until the depths of overtime. They send Fallen and Co. a message. We've got a 3-map series, folks.
The fact that it was so one-sided, the fact that Naflight got a lot of kills, like a lot of the things that you can see from the composition of the lineup came to fruition in that map. And so, I mean, I'd say whatever happens now, because Furia are favored, Furia are going to be really comfortable with this ending on Dust 2. Liquid, it's a bit beyond the fact that, you know, they went to triple overtime versus Ecstatic. Much worse result versus VP Prodigy on Dust 2. We'll see how much progress they can show us.
If Liquid get lucky, it's just maybe a lack of prep too, right? Furia thinking maybe Inferno. Oh, here we go, Dust 2 instead. This is where the day ends, folks. Furia already on the island. Do they get to step into the studio? They would have to step over Team Liquid. Shuhei's gonna go down with nothing. Ultimate climbing up, gets popped as well. Naf on the fallback with Twists. There's 1 frag between the 4 players that started off this round on A.
Yeah. Push back entirely. Nertz here on dualies. Man, such low HP on his teammates, man. Gonna give it a shot, though.
Ooh, that helps.
Oh.
Nertz and Twist with 1 between them. And now Yakindar, he's got the answer going already. Killing Twist like that, pushing Nertz to the bomb, no kit. He's got to go to the top rope. He's got to find the angle down, and now he's doomed. There's no way to win this. So we're going to be, especially with that tap, celebrating Furia picking up a pistol.
Don't die. Won't die. So much HP.
Oh. Huh?
Huh? Well, they go T side, it works. So. Works well.
Five USPs. And they're gonna go running up into the tunnels. Frag grenade to meet them. That damaged all 4 of the remaining players. Get a bunch of utility out of them. I kind of like that. Go for the all-in USP rush as opposed to the sit in one spot USP cube.
I love that. Absolutely. Shui said, I'll lurk. Serato said, I'll lurk. Quite an adventure for these pistoling players running around through spawn. Go ahead, take the fights.
Still surviving somehow. Serato gets him though. 3.5 frags with the assist on that. Galil feasts. Naf caffeinated. Can't spell caffeinated without Naf.
Sounds like a company opportunity here. Naffinated.
But I really want you guys to get your shit together in big advantages, okay? All we need to do, guys, is to hold each other's hand, throw util, and then progress.
Okay, going back to fundamentals.
Ooh, strong. That's a message, all right. Hold hands, Twists. Ooh, he's got a teammate to work with, Ultimate and Naf both behind him. So, Furia thinking they were signing up for much less than that. Quick dose of reality. Twist survives 1 health, but they just saw a rumpus. And Yakindar is going to pop Shuhei's head.
This will result in a bit of a lean. They don't think B is totally open, but they're still going for it because there's no other option.
Kind of like
Volley
a
coming in. Yeah, okay, they've got it. They got the right idea.
Hands-tied situation. Bomb to go down. Oh man, this was looking like it was all liquids for a second.
Yeah, I feel like considering the HP, you switch out, but... Oh yeah, Yakindar's up on a
And Flashy
AK.
said it. He said we need to get our shit together in the big advantages.
Dude, so much good util.
This is that big advantage he was just
know.
alluding to.
I don't know, the Molly and window. They got an HE for that window as well.
Oh, Naf's got the kit. They put a smoke down in front of them, trying to push their way through this doorway now. Fallen gives them that small gap. Time is so fast now. Bomb's about to blow up and the CTs come through. Naf's got the trade. Yakindar's 22 health. Naf sitting on the bomb. This was an act of desperation to come through from Liquid. A huge advantage early on. Lost.
Oh, I feel like Mollying... They just Molly the window and then come through the door? Because that kind of just made it so it was very clear there's only that choke point they could be coming through. I feel like that made it too easy to adjust. They had so much utility in the 2v3. As much as it seems like Furia should not have won this round, once they actually... Yakindar got the kill and they shut him off on the A site, they really were just in such a good position. That was just genuinely a very hard retake. 2 mollies, a smoke to delay, a flash, and an HE.
Shuhei full white. You'd think he'd be doomed, but Yakindar is going to let Yuri take the fight instead. Just finish that one off. He still had 63 health, but just to be safe, flashbangs come streamlining from the corner of Long. Yakindar and Molodoy's got this all cleaned up. Open a bomb site.
Also, I like Flashy just kind of straight up yelling at them, you know, just about basics and whatever. Because I think like sometimes you can just really tune into the mood, and the mood on Liquid's just like flat, and it's just like it's kind of gross, you know. Honestly, it just feel like you want someone to be like
uninspired,
get some life into it, just period. If it's negative, positive, just like bring up the energy, you know. And I think whatever he's saying, a couple of generalities or fundamentals about the game, that might be exactly what needs to be heard. They seem to have the right idea on some of these rounds. And it definitely energy is that.
Yeah. If anything, I think
invisible force that ties it all together.
It's a bit of shame, really. You know, it's a bit of shame. Feel shameful of your missed opportunities in 4 versus 2s and the like.
Yeah.
Let that fire you up to not let it happen again.
And also, don't be ashamed to try harder. You know, instead of...
Never.
Yeah, like to try really hard for every single thing. Yeah. Which I think that's missing sometimes.
The idea of not giving something your all. Imagine not trying.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a classic case of, you know, when people win a lot, then that can happen, right?
Of course, sure.
It's like, how can you look at yourself if you have to put in more effort than you used to?
So here's the incendiary, just to confirm during the retake.
That was CT, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
And then it was just quite literally they can reorganize to fighting the door. I mean,
yeah. He's like, guys, they threw their own molly. Okay, Serato having a field day. You don't always see him get that animated.
Yeah. He's a chill guy.
I welcome it.
Speaking of chill guys.
The guy who's freaking out? I wonder what freaking out looks like to Naf.
Freaking out right now.
Wonder what it feels like. I feel like a Naf freak out is just me getting out of bed in the morning.
I'm alive again.
That op shot landed. Oh no, excuse me, nade. Oh, Ultimate's stuck here, but luckily he's got great cover from Twists.
Yep.
Pops the head of the climb up. Utility really trying to force this fallback. They'll get what they want. CT's corralled towards Cat. Molly goes deep. Twists gives up his perch. Yakindar's testing the smoke. And he hears that run away. Yakindar now, he knows he's got this timing. Oh, he knows he has this dead to rights. Catching Shuhei on the climb up. Twist is gonna go above and beyond. Triple kill for Twists. And the last piece will be Molodoy op V4. Bomb in his possession, but peppered through the smoke.
Nice.
We've got Liquid on the board.
Twist a bit of a monster, man. He was great on train again. And here on the CT side, well, people are laughing. They get their first round. When they were laughing when they lost that 2v3 retake, I thought it was sort of a maniacal laugh, like nothing matters anymore type of laugh.
Like I'm gonna kill one.
Now it seems like it's actually pretty genuine. And yeah, Twist, that's another great clip from him this series. And it's honestly, it's always when his teammate dies as well. There's no one, like no one can even help him multi in that spot, and he's getting 2, he's getting 3.
I mean, also, if that kill's not so fast, it feels like Ultimate's dead 50% of the time.
50% of the time, 100% of the time.
I really just
Black
made up
Panther.
that number. I was thinking, how do I turn this into a statistic?
I do that all the time.
I just made it up. Felt kind of powerful.
I just mind ball it.
Not gonna lie, I might do that like 20% more.
I think that's what people do with stats all the time, actually.
Oh, I was wondering how you get on an analyst desk.
Just got to be loud and confident. Oh, a fast B. That might not be the right solution. Look, Nert starting here. It won't be Naf solo. They're just pretending everywhere else on the map, just making sure that nothing gets pushed for now, hoping that long doesn't get covered, and then they'll just, are they gonna go for the full split? They have the util to try it.
It's looking likely, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet.
So I'm looking to Twist utility in this spot, because he's got he can support both cat. I mean, he's got to fill both positions, and yeah, so this flash out mid for Nafly to go for a search, and he can use his HE to blow open the smoke if they want to go that way, but Furia are trying to sell into this fake over and over again. Yeah, that's full vision. But now they're going to be worried about Cat a little bit.
Oh, Naf again, awkward timing.
Oh.
Yakindar comes through with the entry frag, smoke push, distracts Naf. He's got a gun one down, and Yakindar gets the trade. So they take their sweet, sweet time with that commitment, and it pays off.
Yeah, I think the one kind of dead place was like Shuhei over on long. They kind of had info in a couple of locations. It could have been in A split that entire time. That's fair. They really just let Furia work the whole round long. They weren't planning on rotating. This long distance sort of support from Twist with the HE, that did something. And to be honest, they could have put up a better hold in the B side. Nerds just got hard cleared. Nafly only got 1, but I think their spots were pretty fine. So just looks like 2 great entries from Yakindar, maybe a little bit too much space in mid, and no reaction from someone like Shuhei to at least take a small risk to flank a team that is coming in with 2 or 3 Tech 9s.
Just kind of let Furia have their way with it.
Got to find that middle ground between Malbs pushing long every round and just being passive until past 30, 40 seconds, right?
Oh, that's how he finds them too?
Wow.
Yakindar just carving a path through the smoke by spraying half the gun.
I know where you would play.
Yeah. Creates a porthole of vision. Smoke on the corner of long. They're going to slam it. Yuri gets out. Oh, exposed. Nerds done for. He'll get away at least. His teammate, that is. Shuhei doesn't get a trade in the middle of that. Still sitting, unfortunately, 0-5. It was a key component of that round they shouldn't have lost. So he's got to get it online. Moving that bomb closer towards the A site. They will lose Yakindar over in tunnels. So fast position from Shuhei. Plays behind Gandalf.
Yeah. Nafly's Molly's coming up a little bit late. They can replenish this on default. Oh, but the T-Molly will counter their angle, actually.
Yeah. Ooh, nice of him to bring one with him. Oh, even better here from Twists, and no bomb plant. Twist clears him out. It's a Yuri clutch. Twists trying his absolute damnedest again.
Yeah, fierce rifling, man.
And Ultimate's holding this, but what if the op misses? All of a sudden, he's down. Twist gets killed! Oh, Yuri with such a close spray transfer for the third.
Damn. I mean, when you said Yuri clutch, I was like, yeah, but he's not going to clutch. And then he nearly pulls it off against all odds. Look at those CT positions. There should have been no way.
Right there, what could have been, but I mean, you see him. Clearly, the spray is uncontrolled.
Twist really leaving his mark on 2 of the rounds that are won here. Just with such a solid rifle performance. Maltese on Cat. But because of those Yuri kills, that round becomes real expensive for Liquid. It's a Pyrrhic victory.
Oh, it's like he's talking right to me.
Yeah. Very parasocial for a second. I'll do the strat.
Okay, Fallen. Yeah, big fan.
All right. I mean, we saw what we did with 3 Tech 9s. I mean, they got full map control. There was no response. No, there was no movement. There's no movement. They're liquid, but they weren't fluid. There we go.
Freed up to take the peek, and then that frag catching Case Serato in the middle of a smoke. A 3v5. Not looking so comfortable this round. Furia hit the ground. It's Twist again. Finding impact in what's looking like the 3 rounds that they've won.
And the setup's so much better. Bit of prophylaxis on Cat with the op shot. That's when you should rest. When, you know, there's Tech 9s on the other side, you don't go full passive at the start.
Now, Fallen's getting around the smoke, trying to play with timing.
Yakindar's done this one once before. Surely they don't fall for it again.
Right? You think. Held by the op, and Ultimate gets himself a second frag this round. Yakindar returns the favor. Nerds is trying to slip through. He gets caught out by Yuri. He didn't think that there'd be 2 players down here. Tunnel's push could get predicted. Naf is locking in, and Yuri's gonna give chase to this. Naf on the fallback, and he's got it. Nicely done, putting the bomb down. Shuhei collects his, just making sure majority stand as Liquid find a third.
I love it. They're fighting back, that's for sure. That's a much better round from a lot of different angles. You still have Twist frag, and that remains consistent, but then you also have the push from Ultimate, getting him in front of something, getting mid-info and a kill in the same breath. They caught the Fallen Lurk over on long. It's an even stronger buy than we saw last time with the 3 Tech 9s, and it looked even easier this time, which is what you want to see. I'm sure Flashy's happy about that.
Furia left to lick their wounds this round. Not expecting a Fallen mastermind.
It's a perfect setup for the T's in these spots. But best thing about this round for Furia is just this raw deagle on Yakindar. It'll have to be one hell of a shot.
Yeah, he's not going to predict this angle. Of all the angles, not expecting Naf on this one. So he'll spray away, getting himself 3 and queuing up Nerds to close shop. A whole lot of waiting for nothing.
I wonder what the belief level is like for both Furia and Liquid right now. You know, like the one they wouldn't even tell you about. You know?
Yeah. We can
what
tap
are they
into the
thinking
subconscious.
Here? Yeah.
If only. Ultimate right back at it. Looks like Nurse is going to hold lower in a second. Ultimate willing to burn for it, but
yeah, I
no
mean,
targets.
I always agree with being super audacious in mid on the CT. In the early round, like that's the only time you're ever going to come back here with an op, with a rifle pushing up mid early. Like it's going to be kind of quiet and slow past this point, so give it a shot. But some standard protocols will push Liquid back. Looks like a wrong read here for Liquid as Nerds will fill in with B. Now he brought up Shuhei playing long here, not maybe being the best option for it. Well, he'll have a full test.
Yakindar sees him and the flash was good.
Wow, it's beautiful.
He's gonna go down with nothing. Oh, Ultimate just turned over towards Cat because he got no support here.
Yeah.
Stuck on Car and not taking the long angle first. Of course, Serato eventually moves forward just as Ultimate had given it up. Nerds turns this back to a 3v4. But spam from above as Serato and Yuri coupled nicely over top of the catwalk, and Furia back to winning ways. I mean, it's tough to fill the shoes of a guy like JKS on long.
Yeah. It's also just a wrong gamble that, you know, I don't think you think too much about it, but when Nerds goes that early over towards B, they did get their kill inside of mid. Furia avoided it. And then Furia just set up for a long split. They didn't have the info on Nerds. They didn't get that vision on mid, so I think it's just a good read and a bad read kind of hitting each other simultaneously. And perfect spacing to make sure that Ultimate can't get a single kill.
Right.
You know, that's like best case situation. Equivalent pressure on Cat and long, and you just don't know which time to take first.
Terrorists win.
How about that flash?
Tough to accept that reality.
My bad. Usually I would call the push B there. I was too committed to the gamble.
It's fine. I should have gotten something before I died in long.
It's good to share the blame.
Power of love.
Misery loves company. Don't let your homies take all the blame.
And I think more importantly, just two guys being honest about what could have happened.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's not a perfect game. There are just better and worse options, so there's almost always something you could, you know, contribute in that sense.
I like that Ultimate was quiet though. Not my fault.
Yeah, you really fucked me on long, too.
Yeah. Poor guy. Poor guy. Of all the players last round, he's the one I'm least jealous of.
I picked you to play long because you were Polish and you let me down.
Yeah. Just stuck on Car, waits for Cat. Oh, screw it, I'll go back to long, and the moment he turns, Serato swings. Come on.
I'll be cracking a CVX by myself tonight.
Oof, he's gonna get past the Opera here. Serato jumps over the angle. Doesn't announce it at all, so now CT control, total walkout middle, but at least there's 3 players here. Liquid do have the numbers on site to hold them back. Trying to get the fight going. Oh, Nertson twist with 1 each so far. The numbers game has been figured out.
Ooh, he moved.
Molodoy trying to find him. Quick scope to the forehead, and Yuri comes out from tunnels.
How did he figure that out, man?
Man, it is just smooth sailing here for Furia, gunning for a 7th round. It is low health on 2 of the 3, and an element of surprise from T-Spawn. Shuhei brings this back within the realm of possibility. But for Ultimate to push through the CT spawn when Serato was here the entire time, he's a sitting duck. And now Shuhei has to wonder if he should even go for this. 2 ops between him and that defuse. He's gonna burn Serato out. Nice clean kill. It's Molodoy, excuse me. Serato back towards middle, swaps guns. And Shuhei trying to make up for the lost round with a tap of the bomb. Quesarado doesn't wide swing yet. Ooh, Shuhei gets him down to bite. Gets back on the bomb with time to spare. Liquid's fifth by way of Shuhei clutch.
Hey, not too shabby. He's probably feeling a little bit better. It's a lonely position to play on long after all these rounds. Low communication. You know, you're only getting hit really once or twice. Well, this gets him back into the action. What a retake. I mean, just a clean shot. There was no way Muloy could avoid that duel. And with the plant where it was, it's an interesting spot to put it down, to be honest.
Yeah. Especially when it felt like you had full sight, but maybe because there was that challenge. I don't know. Is what it is. We go round 12. Hell of a time for Shuhei to pull off a clutch, though.
I mean, this game's delivering. This one's going late, but staying close.
Liquid had to take that whooping at the hands of Yakindar to start the series, but now they've kind of asked him, you know, like, did you get it out of your system? You know, I understand you had to pop off. Train changed the story, and Dust 2 remains an unknown. The battle that is to be. Coming towards A. Shuhei hears it coming as well. Smoke for the cross. Just a straight up sprint to the top of ramp. That timing. Oh, should have caught him off, but Yakindar goes down with nothing here in the final round. Ramp still occupied. Card player tag. Push through for Shuhei. And while Muloy's got him, it is then Naf up next at bat. Yuri, Tech 9 only. Tough fight for him in 20 seconds. Tapping away, he'll get it, but twist right above, and we've got ourselves a tied half, folks.
6-6.
Nice. You won't, Camille.
You got this,
You
no?
got it, you got it, you got it.
Come here!
You got it. Well
Let's
fucking
fucking
played,
go,
bro.
man!
Well
Nice!
Camille! Camille was awkwardly quiet there for a second. Not sure if the belief was in, but the way he baited Quesarado into the wide swing, beautiful.
Yeah. I feel like he needed that after that long half.
Yeah.
It was just like the perfect mix of boring and then the one important chance you needed to frag, you couldn't. The team needed that for morale and just like keeping up with the T side of Furia. Even strength game. Nobody knows who's going to win now. We're on map 3. I think we've shown that Liquid are going to play better than normal. They look like they've shown some great rounds throughout. And Furia might be the stronger team. Definitely looking like the favorite. But, man, these guys are a good match for each other, even with these two totally different lineups.
Quesarado with an angle over top. Ooh, Yakindar gets destroyed as he tried to join his teammates in that mid-fight.
Wow, so much damage.
Yeah, that nade was nice. Could very well push this over, but Nerds trying to get through that smoke. Oh, that next frag. Oof, that would have been lethal if they tried to continue the push.
They keep chipping them down.
It is an awkwardly low amount of health here for Liquid to try to pull it off with.
Tagged even more.
Not dead yet.
It'll have to be clean headshots from here on out.
Not dead till that health bar hits 0.
Oh, the flash hit him for 2 damage.
Yep. It's an ominous sign. Quesarado and Yuri still just waiting. Here comes the swing. Oh, the timing of the reposition's weird. Quesarado goes for window because Yuri gets here, but that's the moment Liquid pounced. They had just paused for a second.
Oh, and what's he going to do now? 3v3.
Oh, boy.
That's just a retake, man.
Just to make this a little more interesting, Naf thinking about the window swing, but your teammates don't have health. They really don't have health. It feels like Naf's going to have to be a key part of what's left of this. He presses the Glock into the door, taps away the one. Muloy gets the trade back, and now huge health advantage here for Furia, so if the headshots don't hit, the body shots will get it over the line. And Nertz, as he draws one towards him,
oh, he got it?
Has to get Quesarado off of this, who is sticking a 10-second defuse fully in the cover. Nertz has got to get the wide swing all the way. Final second execution! Liquid pistol clutch!
How close was that?
Sub 1 second.
Oh my goodness. He had to run at that exact moment. It had to be a headshot on that bullet, and he made it happen.
Sub 1 second.
Oh my goodness.
And the fact that he fell further back,
like...
0.77.
Wow. Filthy.
3v4 pistol clutch.
That's back-to-back pretty
with
extraordinary clutches.
Very low health as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of what Furia did to them when they got the B site. So, yeah, as of right now, Liquid are somehow in a lead in the series. Didn't think we'd be saying that after map 1.
They let Yakindar blow off some steam. A very classy win on train once they switched over to that T side. A T side that was far more elusive versus ecstatic at the start of this event, but you said it, you go that deep into that many overtimes, you learn, you grow, you improve, and they did.
You're looking at some of the wins and matches for Liquid this year.
Yeah, I asked you in the halftime, like, what's the best team they beat?
I mean, I'll say this. You know, the longer that this goes on with just how poor it's been, I feel like this is going to be their most meaningful one. When they beat FaZe at Cologne, I think there was the thought that they're going to be way better anyways.
Dallas.
Or sorry, Dallas. There was the thought in their head that like, oh, we're having a good start and we're going to be a great team.
Yeah, and it was simple as a stand-in.
And they've only gotten way worse since then.
Yep. They have a victory over Na'Vi at Melbourne ahead of that Dallas win.
Plus, we're talking about watching Yakindar over the fence, go to a team, have some massive success.
Huge.
Then coming into this knowing he's a favorite. Talking about, oh, we got Molodoy. Liquid aren't having those fun conversations. They're coming in, let's see what happens. We just lost to VP Prodigy online on Dust 2.
Oh, man.
We lost to, almost lost a train match to Ecstatic.
But they lose ultimate through the mid doors. Pistols have been split in this third decider map. Naf on the attack to the B site. Twist gets his, backs turn to Yuri, and there's another player in sight. Quesarado's gonna drop the smoke. He lets them know he's here. Trying to just keep his head down. Trying to fight out now, puts the flash out. He eats it. He's just causing a bit of carnage, but eventually they should find him. There's a knife swinging in an act of desperation. No. You're kidding. Shuhei's pistol to the side of the head. Molodoy already eyes out through door. They are stuck now behind Quesarado's smoke. And with a challenge out from Fallen, he takes a shot to the head. Nertz is gonna finish this. It's Molodoy versus the two in sight, and look at the bars here for Liquid.
They stabilized. Molodoy's got to think about the op now. He wants to come in for this. Bomb is about to get planted. He could rush this down.
Has the kit off of Fallen's body. A USP shot to the body of Nertz will get the job done. Shuhei may survive it. It's a tough push through, but the car player's gonna let him make the move. He falls off the bricks, makes a bit of sound.
He's trying to bait them into moving. They won't.
Oh, he swings! And he can't push it over the line. Only 5 damage because it's a wall bang through the rocks.
And that's the op sacrificed, handed over. Liquid made the most of a very sketchy situation. Very winnable there for Furia.
Bro, there were knives out.
Yeah, I mean, that was like Quesarado making a fool of him like he's done to so many people in that kind of situation. I don't know how he does it. Just avoids all bullets. It's an emergency protocol. It's a, Metal Gear Solid smoke escape right there. He's literally just like clasping his hands and trying to disappear and wait for his teammates to come in and pick up the pieces. But they win it. Liquid close to 10. Wow, it's actually become scary for Furia.
To add on to the whole context of how much this would mean for a Liquid win as well, let's say they're in a position with the VRS standings too, where their opportunities are starting to dry up. Like, they're getting into that scary territory.
They didn't take the bet today.
Nope, they didn't. Not for 2.5 thousand. They also have a golden ticket with Mongols failing to get to London. It is now Liquid, their replacement. That event is only, what, 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
This would be a very well-timed, confidence-building win, assuming Liquid push this over the line, but meet the 5-7s, because it's never too late to fumble. Luckily for them, they'll find nothing inside of B. It is guns picked up for Molodoy and Quesarado. It's a man advantage retake with little to lose. How much do they believe in this with no kit? We've already got everybody for Furia positioned for the retake. It's 2 tunnels, and it's 2 on window. But Ultimate's op trained on the flank, missed shot. Naf peeks, him and Ultimate find their targets. And the mid players never got a chance to get in on this action. So instead, that AK to be saved, and Liquid walk away, dodging further 5-7 embarrassment with double digits on the board.
I don't think it's a small thing too, like in terms of a change. I was going to ask, because B-Trams had dug up the stats about complexity and how they're actually the worst losers in terms of all the close games they played, they've lost. So it's never been on the merit of the other team was just better than them. It's literally like they're the least clutch when it comes to just winning around they're supposed to. We saw it in their elimination round versus MP9s in a 5-7 where they don't clear something again. I was feeling, emotionally when I thought about it, that's probably the same for Liquid. We've seen a lot of promising games, but never closing out those wins, even in the promising moments. When we saw that last round where they had that 2v3 and it got really sketchy inside the B side, those are the kinds of situations that they're going to be dropping when they're not focused. Maybe they're winning because they're a little more focused.
it's focused, then don't lose it. They'll be freaking out in a good way with 3 more rounds on the scoreboard.
We want this game to be close, though. It's time for, oh, Furia to try to respond.
Nerds gets his. Quesarado at bat. He's got support behind him. And Nafly peels 1 off. Yuri locked into the scaffold.
They know he's
Nobody else on B.
Yeah, Fallen's going to make that move. He knows it's time to try to get out of here.
But no move from Molodoy. Yuri on his own here. They could try to bank on a retake, but there's no kit, and they catch him in the door.
Ooh.
Yuri tries to get away from it because they attack this. They commit out tunnels before the smoke hits.
This is a lack of focus versus conviction in the movements, man. That's that tunnel play. They went swiftly into this. They didn't hang out to find a flank and end up going down to a 2v2 and then running out of time. They picked the site and went with it. Furia did not respond here. Yakindar's kind of getting countered now. Is it actually possible Liquid have the last laugh in this match?
Yakindar getting countered, and he still tops the charts for Furia. Quesarado damn near holds mid.
And it looks like Nafly might be back too between here and Train.
I mean, you know, you want to talk about the difficult conversations that Liquid were probably having at one point. Talk about the thought of cutting Naf, a legacy player for Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Somebody that Twist has gone through hell and back with.
And even left for a bit.
And he said himself that, like, he thought he shouldn't hold this position anymore, but his teammates still believed in his ability to come back because Nafly's consistency has always been his secret weapon. And when the consistency turned into negative ratings, you wondered, can he break out? Onto the op for the long play.
Yeah, we're in the calf Naf era, and it's a little different.
Molodoy missed chance towards the mid kill as well.
Last chance with a good buy here, Furia. They're not careful. Molodoy won't see an op next round.
Furia really looking like they're not in a position to challenge much, like they don't want to try to take a poker prod.
Yeah, they're bringing it a vanilla setup.
Starting to look a bit like a shell of themselves.
Looking like Liquid on those kind of rounds where they just didn't do anything.
I mean,
if it's going to be a mid B split, it's the correct call, Shui.
Starting to lose a bit of that identity, that va-va-voom.
Oh, some damage in.
Good amounts of it. Yuri, though, still with his mind between 2 positions, and Yakindar dead with nothing, but the lineup's good. Yuri holds off on the car. Quesarado empty-handed. Yuri's going to have to go above and beyond, and he will! Towards the door, get a third. We get evened out. Molodoy's timing out from CT spawn is great, but you've got now ultimate in a clutch.
Yeah, 3 oppers left in this 1v2.
And they split up on Furia's side.
Oh, and Ultimate's looking to be a trapwire on the door. Take the fight here, push outside, gamble that it's not going to be towards tunnels. Will the spacing work out in his favor?
One kit to grab behind the car, op in hand. Oh, quick skip's good.
Yes, he's got the read.
Back to the window. Ultimate predicts what's going down and can just play this cool. Swapping over to the Tech-9. The Molodoy covering the distance. It's half health now with a kit picked up. Trying to flush Ultimate through that window, but time is on Liquid's side for once. And with the frag, it's not a round win. It's a 12th for Team Liquid.
Wow, he's done it, man. That's a clean play. The op shot as he pushed out the door. He was thinking. Synthesize that 1v2. Massive clutch after an amazing hold out of Yuri. Considering the HP having a drop off from double stack, you can't expect more than that. 12-6 is insane here on Dust 2. Everybody on this team now has had their moment. And that's just not something we've seen with this iteration of Liquid ever.
No challenge on the cat presence. Shuhei close. Majority of Liquid setting themselves up for a long hit, but same can be said for Furia. Minute 10 to work the body. A minute 10 to figure this out, to crack the code. Nine days ago, Team Liquid lose to VP Prodigy. Twists, and I quote, "We are not a team." What must have felt like absolute rock bottom, and today, right here, a chance to close that. Shuhei and Yakindar inside the same smoke towards spawn, and Yakindar gets the better of it. The first of 6 attempts from Team Liquid starting to go up in flames. As Molodoy leans back, there's no real threat to pull on. Twist and Ultimate 2v5, you'd think surely not. And so Ultimate hits his shot, but he is so incredibly outnumbered that this isn't the end. Furia with a chance to recover.
Okay, I mean, just a good round. Everyone in the right position. It's finally a moment where they could be like, wow, we've just had a victory. It looks clean.
This is Furia's second round win in the last 12 rounds of play.
Wow.
They have just put an end to an 8-round streak.
They just forgot what it tasted like even. I don't even know how excited they can get. They have to hear the map point music every single round.
And Liquid can't let one round lost deter them from what they're about to tap into.
Come on, they've had to make comebacks all the time. They've experienced so many bitter defeats at this point. Oh, is this push the right one? Yuri holding this down.
Oh, but he eats the flash. Quesarado from the window. That's where the double kill comes in from. And it's another recovery round for Liquid. Walking away 2v4.
Yeah, these rushes have never been good, have they? The
No.
one they did on Mirage allowed Furia back into 4+ rounds in a row. It's not to say there's never a time for it, but you're seeing Liquid get so much out of their slower rounds.
Ultimate to inch closer, but missed chance on Yakindar. Molly for the ramp could put him back in the op scope. Twist gonna chuck another nade out. Yakindar forced into the open.
Yeah, that works.
Trying to unravel this. Now it's Fallen who's arguably underperforming. 7 kills to his name. There's still 35 seconds to piece this together. This is the most unlikely round for a team like Liquid to win.
And Ultimate can smooth this angle. In fact, Fallen's going to peel back a bit. Quesarado's... Oh, nading this open. Wait, he can't see him.
Oh,
he's
Twist.
so deep behind this.
He held on to the smallest bit of smoke.
And now the plant can come down in op shot. They know Fallen's over there as well.
We're evened out.
They replenished the smoke.
That's going to force Molodoy back around towards CT spawn. Ultimate sees this as a chance to strike. 3 kills into the 2v4. That frag grenade had Quesarado convinced things were clear. But we know what Molodoy can do. And so with a kit on his belt, between the last 2 players of Liquid, jump up into the scope and they'll end this.
No way.
Finally, a taste of success here for Team Liquid. A victory over a top 10 team. Something that has been so elusive. And after the whooping they took at the hands of Yakindar, tonight is a good